Hello beautiful yogis, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Maya. Today's practice is going to be a spooky flow because Halloween is right around the corner. So if you're watching this video around Halloween, happy Halloween. If you're watching this video and it's not Halloween, happy Halloween! All we are going to need for today's practice is some comfortable clothing and a yoga mat. When you're ready, meet me on your mat in pumpkin pose. Pumpkin pose is child's pose. Find your pumpkin pose. Rest your forehead on the mat and allow your fingertips to be near your feet. Your knees should be touching. Take 3 deep cycles of breath to start off today's practice. Walk your hands forward and push up into a haunted house or a box. Inhale, howling dog, howl at the moon, ow, ow, ow! Exhale, black cat pose, tuck your chin into your chest. Tense your fingertips so you're clawing into your mat with your daggers. Inhale, howling dog. Ow! Exhale, black cat. Don't forget your claws. One more. Inhale, howl at the moon. It's your turn. I can't hear you howling. There you go. It's fun, right? Exhale, black cat. Clawed into the mat. Come back into your haunted house. Neutral spine. Tuck your toes. Push back into a mummy pose. Hey, that rhymed! I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Begin to walk your mummy, bending one knee at a time. Maybe shake your head no, relaxing your neck. Shake your head yes. And rest your mummy, coming back. Finding some stillness, taking a slight bend in your knees. Your right leg is going to lift up. Bend your knee and tuck it into your chest. As your left fingertips creep forward just a few inches. This is called our werewolf pose. Hold here, you're so strong. One more breath. And release back to your mummy. Lift up your left leg. Bend your knee. Tuck it into your chest. As your right fingertips creep forward, werewolf pose. You're so strong. You got it. And release back to your mummy pose. Slowly begin to drag your feet forward like a lazy zombie. Take your time. When you get to the top, fold. Bend your knees as you slowly rise up one vertebrae at a time like a zombie. Take your time, fellow zombies. No rush here. We're already dead. Reach your arms up to the sky. Big stretch. I just noticed that my head is cut off. That is so fitting. Pull your hands into heart center. Your left leg is going to lift, so bring your weight into your right leg. As you lift up, your arms are going to reach forward. This is our Frankenstein pose. Hold here or begin to kick forward and bend. Let's see, what's the phrase for Frankenstein? It's alive! We're alive! Last time. And release back to your zombie pose. Forward fold. And meet me in your pumpkin pose. This time your arms reaching forward. Take 3 cycles of breath. Push up into your haunted house. Inhale, howling dog. Ow, ow, ow! Exhale, black cat. Claw your fingertips into that mat. Tuck your chin. Inhale, howl at the moon. It's your turn. Exhale, black cat. Last time, let's howl together. Ow, ow, ow! That always makes me laugh. It's so fun. Exhale, black cat. Claw it into the mat. Neutral spine, haunted house. Tuck your toes, push back into a mummy pose. Bend your right knee as you tuck it into your chest. Left fingertips, creep forward. Werewolf pose. You are so strong. Take 1 more cycle of breath. And push back into your mummy. Opposite side. Lift up your opposite leg. Tuck it into your chest. Right fingertips creep forward. Werewolf pose. 1 more breath. You are such a strong werewolf. And release back to your mummy. Slowly drag your legs forward like a zombie, taking your time. Forward fold. Bend your knees, grab opposite elbows, and take a ragdoll. Swing side to side, keeping a very generous bend in your knees. A creepy ragdoll here. So slowly sway back and forth. Imagining yourself as an actual ragdoll. Would you spook anybody? Are you spooky enough? Last sway. Release your elbows. Slow zombie roll up. No rush, guys. We're already dead. There's no rush. Inhale, reaching your arms up. And exhale, release them down. Allow your weight to fall into your left foot as your right leg lifts up. Reach your arms up, Frankenstein pose. Hold here, or you can kick and bend. Whichever variation you take. Either way, you look like a fantastic Frankenstein. And release. Opposite leg lifts up. Reach your arms forward. The Frankenstein is alive! Hold here or kick forward. Make sure that you relax your shoulders, keeping them away from your ears. One more breath. And release into your zombie. Big zombie stretch, reach up. Exhale, slump forward. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back, bringing your hands to your shins, vampire pose. Exhale, fold. Walk it back into your mummy pose. Right leg lifts up for a 3-point down dog, or a 3-legged spider, if you will. Pull it forward. Witch pose, better known as crescent pose. Make sure that your back heel is lifted. Open up to the side for a monster pose. Big scary monster here. Roar! Okay. Shift your weight into your right foot as your left foot lifts up for a stomp. We're going to take monster stomps here. You ready? Lift, stomp. Lift, stomp. Maybe you can look like a scary, spooky monster with me. One more. Stomp. Roar, big monster! Straighten out your legs. Bend your knees back into your spooky monster. Bend your left leg all the way down, taking a skandasana or a creepy crawler. So we're going to sweep our arms forward and around. Can you be a creepy crawler? Just going to sway back and forth. Calling your inner creep. Last sway. And come back to center, back into your monster pose. Pivot on your legs. Witch's pose. Release your hands to the mat. Find your mummy pose. Bend your knees, this time taking a wide-legged pumpkin pose. And rest your forehead on the mat. Take 2 cycles of breath. And then we'll move on to the second side. Crawl your hands in. Push up into a haunted house. Tuck your toes. And meet me back in your mummy pose. Take 2 more deep cycles of breath. Lift up your left leg, 3-point spider. Pull your leg through. Witch's pose. Reach up. Make sure that your back heel is lifted off the mat. And pivot to the side into your monster. Shift your weight into your left foot. And your right leg is going to lift for that monster stomp. Lift, stomp, lift, stomp, lift, stomp. There you go. Big monster stomps, roar, 1 more. And back to your big monster, show me, roar. Are you a scary monster? Roar. Bend into your back leg, all the way down, and take a creepy crawler. Sweeping forward and backwards. Trying to look like a spooky, creepy crawler here. Going as slow or as fast as your heart desires. One more, come back to center. Push up into your monster pose. Pivot to the front. Witch's pose. Release your hands to the mat. Push back into your mummy pose. Bend your knees, taking a wide-legged pumpkin pose this time. And take 3 deep cycles of breath. Slightly lift up your left arm, and thread it under your armpit, bringing your ear down to the mat. Take 2 cycles of breath here. Unthread the needle. Opposite arm lifts up. Thread it through, resting your ear on the mat. 2 cycles of breath. Unthread the needle, lift your arm up. And creep your hands back in. Take your time, meeting me in corpse pose for our final resting posture. Take corpse pose however you would like. This is your practice. Maybe even playing with your pumpkin. That sounded worse than it was intended to. Rest your hands on your stomach and begin to take deep cycles of breath. Relax your forehead, releasing tension from your face. Relax your shoulders. Relax your legs, allowing your feet to fall any which way. Take 3 more deep cycles of breath. Slowly begin to add movement back into your corpse. Wiggle your fingertips, wiggle your toes. Reach your arms up overhead, big zombie stretch, pointing your toes. As you exhale, pull your knees into your chest, Taking pumpkin pose on our back now. Roll onto your side. Begin to flutter your eyelids open. Maybe inviting a smile onto your face. And slowly begin to push up, finding a comfortable seated position. Let's take one big cycle of breath, closing in today's practice. Inhale, filling your lungs completely. Exhale, pull it into your heart center. Thank you guys so very much for joining me for today's practice. If you liked it, please like and subscribe down below. And if you didn't like it, tell me in the comment section as to why. I would love, love, love to improve. I'm wishing you guys a very spooky yet safe Halloween. I'll see you next time. Bye!